human readers, come on, sit down and let's get this reading started. All right. So Porsha's Family Matters, which is more or less should have been named The Demise of Porsha and Dennis Co-Parenting Relationship, season finale. We're going to get into it. But before we do, I need Simon Gobadia to step up and approach the bench because he is being held in contempt of court. Okay? Simon, I just want you booted from the country because you in no way, shape, or form should not have told Aunt Liz not a damn thing. Not nothing except for, hi, I'm happy to be here. That's it. That's it. We all know Aunt Liz is Hosea Williams' daughter. We all know Porsha is Jose Williams' granddaughter. But Aunt Liz run that foundation every day. 365. You know, unless she on vacation or something, right? But she is there putting in the work. Now, I don't know how much work Porsha doing besides donating some turkeys and things like that. I'm not sure. And I'm pretty sure, you know, she gives some type of donation to her family. But I'm not understanding why you felt the need to tell Aunt Liz to put some respect on her name. Like, who is she in the grand scheme of things for you to feel like Aunt Liz owe her anything? Aunt Liz don't owe her anything. She disrespects herself. And you're telling someone to put respect on her name? That's not your place. It costs nothing to mind your business and stay in the lane. I need you to get in the corner till immigration come and pick you up and ship you back to your people. Because you was out of line. Don't you ever in your life think it's okay to disrespect or talk to Aunt Liz like that. Like, well, where do you get the audacity to even feel like you can tell Aunt Liz put some respect on Porsha, and Porsha need to put some respect on her own name. Hell, during this show, she done got a whole lot of disrespect put on her name, and she did that to herself. But that's all I'm going to give Simon right now. And we're going to circle around the block back to him and that little fake-ass dinner that Porsha had the chef come to cook for him. So the episode opened up where it picked up, obviously where it left off with Dennis standing at the door or whatever. And Porsha like, you don't want to come in? You don't want to come in, Porsha? Porsha. You just threw plates at this man. You just tried to hit this man with a boom mic. I went into your house either. I just wouldn't do it. So you have that, oh, I can do Dennis what I want to do him because he cheated on me mentality, and he just have to take it. Listen, you didn't have to take it. You didn't have to going to counseling. You didn't have to be asking for your ring back. You didn't have to do none of that. When he cheated, you could have said, you know what, one and done, I'm done. Kick rocks. Because you got your own bag. You're a beautiful lady. I don't know why you want to play dumb. I don't know why you acting like you're a project pigeon out here. I really don't. It really disturbs my soul that you out here acting like a project pigeon. You really out here doing, you ain't even a bird. Because some birds can be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are pretty, but your mentality is project pigeon. So no, I wouldn't cross your threshold because see, the people in your house, unless it's Aunt Liz, because Aunt Liz bust your ass every time, okay? But anyway, the people in your house gonna lie for you because they're your yes men and you pay their bills. So Dennis did right, stand at the door still, drop your baby off. Anything else, we'll talk about it later. Honestly, I feel like until y'all are able to do better with co-parenting, Dennis communicate with Porsha via text or via email. That way you have it in documentation and in writing, because we all see how she will get up here and lie. She will punch you in the face and we will see her turn around and fall out talking about you hit her and play victim and cry. Like, I'm just so disappointed in Porsha. But we gonna digress. Next thing you know, we see Aunt Liz and Lauren talking, and Aunt Liz was giving Lauren some encouragement about her shamanship or being a shaman or whatever it is she's trying to be. A spiritual leader, child. That's what I know about what Lauren trying to do. Let's meditate. Okay. Aunt Liz was telling her, you know, she should take away some good things. Okay, how Dennis was able to admit some things, and Mama Gina was able to admit some things, and just encouraging her, like, don't let this be excuse me, y'all, take the away from the success that she did have, which makes me feel like maybe there were some things on camera that we didn't see take place, that she might have got a little healing and stuff done. Because I know Aunt Darlene hollering like them demons was coming out of her and talking about her feet, and nothing I saw about Storm or Porsha or Dime or the assistant Lauren, or even Simon for that matter, showed me no real healing for this family. And the way Liz keep talking about the real Williams family, I'm feeling like, child, what family is this what we supposed to be mattering about? Because Liz say this ain't the real family. But we gonna get into that too. So next thing we see, you know, Aunt Liz calling Dennis, asking him about meeting up with him, and you know, because she basically says, you know, she don't hold no Dennis in no disregard, and you know, she want to have a talk with him that she feel all black fathers should have. Come on, Aunt Liz, and be the old lady under the tree. I'm here for it. All right, so then we see that we see pictures of baby PJ in the hospital from when she had her surgery, her sleeping on her daddy, her being with Porsha and putting stickers on her nails, and all of that was really cute. I was glad they were able to have that moment in peace, but I wish I could have been a fly on the wall to cut the tension and see, you know, what really happened. Because if this happened a week, did she say a week after they came back from Mexico? So was it the day her, Dennis, Mama Jean and them, because I know Mama Jean and them left, right? So was it them they, or was it them they, her, Simon, his kids that were supposedly there? Because Porsha did say they stayed an extra week with just her, Simon, his kids, and PJ. So if you all stayed an extra week, then this surgery couldn't have been the week after y'all came back from Mexico, or I don't know, whatever, that's semantics. But the whole point of figuring that timeline out would be to like prove if Porsha was lying about something or not. And we already know she done lied about a lot, so I ain't here to prove her a liar, and I ain't got a window to throw her out of or a pot for her to piss in. So that part is neither here nor there. But I was glad they were both able to put all of that aside and be there for baby PJ. Baby PJ was all braided up in the hospital, looking good. And I love how Porsha keeps her baby's hair done. Let's not act like, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like she's a horrible mother in that regard. Every time you see PJ, she's always together. She's a beautiful baby. And I'm glad she made it through the surgery okay. So, you know, Aunt Liz calls Dennis while they're in the room. I know I'm talking all over the place. They make arrangements to meet. They have their dinner. Porsha and Londi goes to eat. So Porsha and Londi goes to eat, and Londi's telling her, you know, she had the robe for her. Londi, why? Why did you eat? I've been rooting for you this whole time, Londi. I've been Team Londi, and I'm still Team Londi. But Londi, why y'all didn't get that man his robe then? Like, the whole family jumped Dennis, okay? The whole family jumped Dennis. Like, he could have left with the robe as a damn parting gift for all as I was concerned. Hell, throw the robe in a dumpster at this point. I don't care what happened to the robe, but why are we trying to give it back to Porsha? And Porsha says she can't have the robe, give that man his robe, because Simon said no. So if Simon wouldn't have said nothing to you, Porsha, you would have took the robe? You was going to keep the robe? You know why you was going to keep that robe? Because that robe still smell like Dennis. And that robe still remind you of Dennis. And that's because Dennis was still coming over to their house prior to this show, prior to you really just putting it out there about you and Simon. He was still over there. He was still wearing his robe. And you feel you want to have that connection to him, which, all right, that's fine. I just wish you would say it. I just wish you would admit it. I just really wish you would have came on this show and said, you know what, I was hurt. I'm still hurt. I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to move on. You know what I'm saying? Hell, even K. Michelle, she says in her song, she need another man to get over the other one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather you take that approach than what you're doing right now. Because you coming off real bitter baby mama-ish. And I just don't want I don't want that for you, Porsha. Like, I was rooting for you. I was team Porsha, but I just can't. I just really, really can't, Porsha, with how you acting on this show. So we see them talking, and Londi tells her, well, Dennis told me you the one who had me fired. And Porsha like, what? What? You know, y'all know how she do when she want to act like she don't know what the hell going on. How she want to do when she want to play that really just work my nerves, because you not that stupid. At least I don't want to believe you that stupid. You can't be that stupid because you didn't sell your house. You just temporarily gave it to your mama till this charade you pulling off, whatever this foolishness is you bring it to us featuring Simon. Okay, it's over with, then you can move back into your house. And Mama Diane can stop putting her house on Airbnb or whatever she's doing with her. Because I don't believe this foolishness about you and Simon, but whatever. So, Londi's telling you this, you acting all confused, then Londi, I want to believe something else happened that we didn't get to see, because then Londi started crying. Like, Londi, you've been giving it to us in the confessional, girl. You've been letting us know that Porsha like yes men. And you come in, I want to apologize to you, girl. What we apologizing for? She shitted on you this whole damn trip. She paid you total disregard, total disrespect. Like, Porsha paid you dust this whole trip. So what we coming up in here apologizing to her for? What we coming up here giving her a robe for? What we doing all of this? And Londi's like, Porsha's like, you wasn't there for me when I was going through an abusive relationship. Once again, i.e., disregard how I treated you. Don't worry about how I made you feel. Okay, it's about me and how I felt and what I went through. Everything is always about Porsha. It's never about what she did to other people. Like, at some point, baby girl, you gotta own it. Then we see Porsha get up, still mic'd up, and I'm sick of my family and they telling me I don't spend enough time. I'm sick of this shit, yo. You should be sick of it. If everybody is telling you that, Porsha, it's you, Mom. It's you. It's not everybody else. If everybody in your family is telling you, you don't spend no time with us, you don't take no accountability. And once again, in this situation, you were not taking accountability, okay? Everybody's telling you how you overlook their feelings, how you treat them any kind of way. You treat your family as disposable. Then we find out Porsha fired Londi because she didn't put the toiletries in a bag and some baby oil got on her Chanel purse. So you fired your cousin. You was like, get her out of here. Then you dismissed her in a way of, oh, this is my new replacement. So basically, bye. That was messed up. That was your family. I mean, me personally don't hire your family to be your assistant. That way, if anything happens or don't go away, it does not affect your family dynamic. But I understand also wanting to, employ your people, okay? But you fire her, girl, you could have docked her, paid for the price of your bag. Truth be told. You could have docked her, paid for the price of your bag. And was this at the time when you was dealing with the other African who was bestowing upon you blessings of the Rolls Royce that you had? Hell, you could have got that African, or the man who you was trying to have the baby up, do the baby up. You could have got him to buy you another Chanel bag. Or like I said, damages to my material deducted from her paycheck. You want your family to give you respect, but you couldn't even give your cousin the respect to let her know, I'm sorry, you are dismissed. You destroyed my bag, Londi, so I'm going to let you go. Nah, you just went hire somebody else behind her back. And then tell her, oh, by the way, after the fact, like, that ain't right. But you want all the grace. You want all the understanding. You want to act like you don't understand why people got beef with you, why people feel that you are selfish. You come off as spoiled and entitled, period. That's what you come off to. It doesn't matter how you treat them because you're the star. You're the main one in this family. You're the one with the attention. So y'all have to kiss my ass. I'm glad I ain't your cousin. Because I'd have told you, girl, and that bag. Matter of fact, if firing me the way you did, I probably would have poured a whole bunch of baby oil all on the rest of your shit. And I replaced that. Because at the end of the day, if your cousin was working for you, that was her livelihood. Well, now, I don't recall them saying like they have kids, but she got a house, she got bills, she got lights, she got water. So unless she was doing something else, which they did not say she was doing, so we don't know. But unless she had something else, you basically didn't even give her a warning as your family member that you were going to fire her. But then you want to sit up here anytime it's time for you to take accountability for what somebody else did you want to sit your ass up here and cry. You want to sit up here and, oh, you wasn't here for me when I was in an abusive relationship. The girl was gone away to college. What was she supposed to be? She was supposed to drop out of college to come be with you? That's what she was supposed to do? Like, it wasn't that she was right next door, around the corner, up the street, and she couldn't be there for you. And even with the girl saying that's not true. But then you go off, like I said, you come back and you want to pacify her with this, I love you, I'm going to be the big cousin. Girl, gaslighting at its finest. Gaslighting at its finest. If I was Londa, I'd have just got up and walked out. I really wanted Londa to curse you the fuck out. That's what Londa should have did. Londa should have told you, girl, shut the fuck up and listen. Because you had all of this smoke in the confessionals, Londa. You had all of this about how she treated you, how she overlooked you, and then she gonna give you the excuse of, oh, well, Stone was sitting right here. And then you sit up here and cry. So I'm trying to figure out, like, was it a part that we didn't see? Because really, Londa, you had every right to give her the business. You had every right to give her the business. You had every right to come off and let her know how it was. But I'm going to digress from them because that really pissed me off. Because that wouldn't have been none of my cousins. My cousins would have told me the fuck off. My cousins would have went in on me, okay? They go in on me on a regular basis because we real, honey. Just on some, what you looking at with your bald head, looking at, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't let it be no stuff like this and we feel like, oh, you treated me bad? Oh, we're going to get you all the way together. And we're going to let you know. But that makes me feel like they're not really family like they family. And then that also gives credence to the way of, you know, why Storm said, oh, you know, she came, she wanted to build better relationships, which means she wanted to build a better relationship with Porsha so she can be in them pictures and probably get picked up to do something, you know, IG model, whatever the hell it is she wanted to do. I hear she in college now, whatever, going to be a nurse or something like that. I don't know, because I don't like Storm, so I don't give a damn what she going to do with her life, just as long as she ain't never on my TV again. Her or her mom. Or her mom feet. Okay? So anyway, that was that conversation. But Porsha don't seem like she close to nobody in her family. It gives me really, your family don't matter. And I would have rather, if the title was going to be Porsha Family Matter, that we focus on the family, the real family, and working out those issues, because that probably would have been better for you than the breakdown of you and Dennis all the way completely broke down, co-parenting, featuring Simon Go By There. Because he was an extra. I don't even understand what the hell he was on this show for. But I digress. Liz has her meeting with Dennis. She tells Dennis, you know, well, first, wait, let me back up. Let me go to the confessional. Well, Liz tells Dennis, well, she don't tell Dennis, but she basically said in so many words, she didn't see Dennis do nothing wrong, and he was in a situation that she saw him trying to get himself out of a situation that he couldn't get out of. Basically, Dennis was leaving. Porsha blocked that exit, and all hell broke loose from there. She started throwing them bowls. She started throwing them plates. She hit that producer that we saw with the white shirt on. I don't know the producer name. She picked up that boom mic. Basically, Liz ain't said nothing about Dennis hitting nobody, about Dennis beating up Stone. And Liz seems to be that old lady sitting under the tree that's going, right is right, wrong is wrong, period. So she would have said, Dennis, you was wrong. Dennis, you was wrong for this. Dennis, you was wrong for that. She ain't never said. She said she ain't seen where Dennis did something wrong. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Porsha. You approached the bench. You approached the bench now, because now you being held in contempt of court. You feel me? Because I don't believe Liz would have gave Dennis that grace like that had he been abusing women like you wanted to put out here. But then you gonna holler about Black Lives Matter, but you wanna paint your baby daddy as a woman beater? Now, how you think baby PJ gonna feel about that when she grew up and see that you outright lied on her daddy? For what? Because you was looking like a fool on your own show. You should have went back to Real Housewives of Atlanta and let Kenya give you the business, and then I probably would have been on your side, even though I wasn't feeling you fooling around with this lady husband. I probably would have been on your side just for the simple fact it was Kenya. I probably would have still been one of your stands, like, Porsha was going through something, she was hurt. And I probably would have been one of them ones hollering. But Fallon just had a baby, which I mean, she did just have a baby, so that child, both of them was cheating. That's a whole nother messy mess. But this wasn't the look. But anyway, I digress. We see Aunt Liz talking to Dennis about, you know, being a good father. We also see Aunt Liz put in a hot dog order for the Hosea Williams grand opening. Baby, they're going to get them hot dogs. And one thing about Dennis said, if y'all going to try to have me on this show, it's going to always be about my business. Like, every time we seen Dennis talking with Mama Gina, pretty much, he was at his restaurant, unless he was out shopping somewhere. Besides them, I think him shopping with some toys for PJ and getting them crystals in this conversation with Aunt Liz and in the hot times him and Porsha went out. Any other time we saw Dennis, he was at one of his places of business. I guess he can shout out Porsha for that. Thank you for having me in the free promotion. Okay. Because he was show promoting the hell. Because, baby, did y'all ain't seen Dennis grab that little hot dog and, you know, he turned the little plate so the camera can catch it. I mean, I ain't no hot dog person, but it looked a little good. I might come get some french fries, but that's about it. But anyway, so Aunt Liz was wanting him to come. Aunt Liz said she wanted him to meet the real Hosea Williams family. Then it flashes to the confessional. And Aunt Liz said how many kids Hosea Williams had. I believe it was 7 or 8. I don't remember the exact number. But she said how many kids they had, and, you know, basically they all wasn't raised the same. And that, you know, she wanted people to know. Because Aunt Liz been saying the whole time, she want us to know that her side of the family is the family with sense. And today she basically said that. She said, you have our side, then you have Diane's side. If that wasn't the shadiest shit Aunt Liz said the whole show, that was so shady. I was like, well, come on, Aunt Liz, tell us about Dirty Diana's side, because we see they the one that ain't got no sense. We definitely see that. We definitely see Porsha mama don't have no damn sense. Okay. So they do that. They have the opening or whatever. Porsha can't make it, so Aunt Liz asked her to send Simon. I don't think Aunt Liz really cared if Simon would have came or Simon didn't come. I think Aunt Liz is just trying to be cordial. She loves her niece. This is who you with, so fine, let's include him. Send him as a representative because baby PJ was dehydrated and she had to go back to the hospital. Let me just say I was so happy to see the video with baby PJ eating that good chicken wing like her mama Diana. We know that's who keep her, okay? Come on, Grandma Storm. Grandma Storm and PJ be sitting in the bed eating them lemon pepper wings together. I am so glad to see that the baby, you know, was better and that she did start eating. And I know that had to be heartbreaking for Porsha because don't know mama, unless you just rag this. Don't know mama want to see their baby hurting. So, you know, I get it. I understand. And I am glad, like I said, baby PJ was fine. Now, let's get back to this opening. So, we see Lauren come. We see Aunt Darlene come walking like them feet went back to the old feet after she left Mexico. Because them feet was hurt. Okay. We see Lauren and everybody come and they do the opening. And they show us around the factory. And I am so glad that they have the factory. I wonder if they do tours. I'm going to have to come visit my mom in Atlanta so I can go, you know, and see the Hosea Williams factory. And child, I might donate some canned goods or something. I ain't rich, so I can't donate no 700 turkeys. But I can bring little canned goods. I can go to Kroger and get, you know, they have the little crab dinner, 10 boxes for, you know, 10 boxes for $10. I can get about $40 worth, you know, bring a little macaroni. A donation is a donation, okay? Don't judge me. But I would like to go and see it. I'm going to have to ask my mama, do they do tours? The next time I visit her, go out there and see it. But yeah, anyway, so they do the tour. Everybody sits down to eat, and that's when Simon gonna bring his raggedy ass over there. I talked about that at the beginning though, but he gonna bring his raggedy ass over there to tell Aunt Liz. And yes, I just made my eyes go cross. Aunt Liz about putting some respect on Porsha's name. How about Porsha put some respect on her name and treat her as such, because she Hosea Williams' granddaughter. Okay, she's the granddaughter entitled because she did a few marches and got some mugshots. We should say, oh, she's an activist. Like, besides Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, who else was she marching for? Because I don't recall. Because Porsha was on TV, I believe, during the Trayvon Martin thing. She's been on Housewives for a long time. So I don't recall. I don't recall up until recently her getting into it. And everybody don't have to be into activism, but don't act like we have to respect her name as if she's been doing this and putting in the work. She has not been putting in the work. Aunt Liz is at that foundation all day. Aunt Liz says she run that foundation. She ain't about to turn that foundation over to Porsha like she said. She's finally beginning to understand, but she can't carry the legacy, and she can't. She can't, and she damn sure can't carry the legacy carrying on like she is. How you gonna carry a black organization when you really out here trying to frame your black child's father as a woman beater? How you really had all of these pictures and said nothing about how good Dennis was to your baby and how he was an excellent father. Now all of a sudden he don't do nothing. Like, that's just crazy to me. So black lives only matter as long as they don't piss you off. We don't need an activist like that. She can't carry it. She can't carry it. You can't be the leader of a black organization and you around here hopping up in people's pools, drinking their Hennessy and leaving their house with their husbands. Not saying that Porsha is the full demise of Simon and Fallon's relationship, because they had some other stuff going on prior to that. But that shit wasn't right. That was dirty. I don't care what nobody say. Oh, you can say her and Fallon wasn't really friends. They was co-workers. Baby, don't come up in my house and walk out with my husband, because you and my husband gonna have something to, y'all ain't gonna be walking out of nowhere. Period. And that's that on that. Yes, I know I skipped over the episode, I skipped over the part about Porsha and her fake Nigerian meat pies and whatever else she made for Simon, because I just don't see it for him. It ain't no chemistry. I'd rather be in labor with 3 toothaches than to watch a scene with Porsha and Simon. I'm just not here for it. His face disgusts me. His voice disgusts me. And after seeing the previews and after how he talked up to Aunt Liz and had the nerve to want to talk about respect, when he completely showed disrespect for her, nope. The chef cooked it anyway. She ain't cook it. The chef cooked it. So I care less. The next part we see is the dinner. Now somebody, when y'all watch this, by the way, make sure you like and subscribe. Somebody tell me, what did Dennis say that was so wrong? Right? Like, Porsha, you really want to push this narrative to us that Dennis is so mad about you and Simon. Dennis has said more than one time, like he gonna support you publicly, but he ain't feeling it. And I don't know no man that would be feeling their baby mama moving in with somebody and moving their kid into it with somebody that you told them you knew you was dating for 2 weeks and then 2 weeks later you was engaged. I don't understand why your mama don't have a problem with that. But I'm going to get into that after this. Then we hear, she tells Dennis about moving. Like, you was really playing petty. You was not there. You was really there on some bitter baby mama shit. Some bitter bird project pigeon shit. Like, let's just call it what it is. Because this really aggravated my soul. I was so aggravated and frustrated for Dennis. I see why Dennis was like, listen, you know what I'm saying? We closed on our house. Like, you really was trying to make this man mad that you and Simon got a house, that you and Simon doing good and that you with Simon. You really was trying to make this man mad about this. And Dennis was basically trying to figure out, all right, so Sandy Springs, Buckhead, hell, I wouldn't give a damn if y'all moved to Bankhead. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? Simon didn't say that, but I'm saying that. I mean, oh Lord, Simon, Dennis, I'm mixing all the names up. But Dennis didn't say that. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But he didn't care. The man was just trying to figure out where you moving to with his daughter. Oh, you'll see when you have to come drop her off. Porsha, you lucky Dennis is who he is. And you do right to trap these men that you trap with this money who have too much to lose. Because see, if you was playing with Lil Tyrone on the street and you would have told him something like that, girl, nah, ma'am. He'd have had his sisters and his cousins come drag you. Because I don't understand what's the issue with Dennis knowing where his daughters stay. Like, you just met this man, according to you, and what you was talking about, and when you say your timeline was, you just met this man, and you moving him in with your baby. You ain't known Simon long enough to know what he really do. Like, word on the street, allegedly, is that Simon have a daughter who don't fool with him. Why? I'm not saying that the man did anything to his daughter, but why? What caused the demise of that relationship before you bring your daughter into the house with this man? Baby, you wouldn't be moving my 2-year-old in no house with no man that you just met. Dennis have every right to know where his daughter gonna be laying her head. Then you want to play stupid. Dennis was like, you was talking about paperwork, so I went got the paperwork. So let's put it in the order when you signing it, when you gonna file it, and you like, Dennis is like, oh, don't threaten me with a judge. Now I see why you come out with this bogus ass statement that you put out a couple of weeks ago on Instagram talking about he was questioning your parenting and made you look like, no, you made yourself look like a horrible parent, and Dennis was looking at you like you a goddamn fool. Because Dennis was like, what you talking about? You said you wanted paperwork, like, oh, you mad. You want to frame Dennis as being mad because you with Simon and it didn't go your way. Talking about, no, he tired of playing Mr. Nice Guy. No, Dennis is tired of you playing with him. Okay, and you're very much coming across that you will try to use PJ to get what you want out of Dennis. And if Dennis don't do or act the way you want him to act, i.e. have his work, i.e. put his mama wherever he want to put his mama, you know what I'm saying? Do whatever with his mama. Or get his mama under the control that you feel he should have his control. You very much give, I will not let you see PJ if you don't do what I want. So, and after Mexico and the way you acted, Dennis definitely should get something on paper by a judge. See, you want to be in control. You want to keep that man, like Dennis said, she's 50% my child. You the one who brought up, oh, you want to take me for full custody? That man said it's called joint custody. So, you want us, the people, to believe. I mean, frankly, right now, he might be trying to go for full custody. But that man said joint custody. He ain't trying to take PJ from you. He's trying to secure that you don't take PJ from him. And I don't blame him. Because you give him bitter. You want Dennis to be bitter so bad that you got with Simon. Dennis is not bitter because you got with Simon. He really gives unbothered as fuck about you being with Simon, to me, in my opinion, to a certain extent. Because sometimes, like the man said, he still love you. He still care about you. So yeah, it's some feelings there. Both of y'all still have feelings there. Both of y'all need to do some healing before y'all can do some co-parenting. But y'all definitely need a mediator and something down on people. Because if you can keep Dennis away from PJ because Dennis ain't doing what you want him to do, you will definitely do that. And that's just my opinion. Can't nobody tell me no different. I don't care. Don't at me. I don't care. Argue with your mom. Don't argue with me. Because that was stupid. And then you want to say, oh, he's tired of playing Mr. Nice Guy. Nah, he just tired of your bullshit. Straight up, like, I don't know why some women feel like, oh, I can do this, that, and the third towards my baby daddy because he cheated on me. You know what I'm saying? He went dip with his little dip. You know what I'm saying? Now I can act a fool and I can make you pay. Listen, child, you can have all the attitude with that man you want to have about him cheating, about him doing whatever. When it comes to your child, keep it separate, Mom. Keep that separate. Your baby don't need to see that. And PJ might grow up resenting you when she see this foolishness. Because you want to talk about everything is about PJ. Then, oh, wait, Lord, let me back up. You had the audacity to sit your duck ass at that table and tell Dennis about we won't go from being romantically involved to being a family like my brother. What in a Pornhub situation was you trying to feed us? Because your baby daddy being your brother? Girl, I could see if you would have said us develop a friendship. That way, you know, I could come to you, we could talk about PJ, we can coexist in the same place. You know, you can still come to the family barbecue. That way we can give PJ a united front and she can have memories with both of her parents there instead of having to do everything separately. But girl, not your brother. Your baby daddy be your brother. Porsha.
Yes.
Porsha, stop it. Stop it. Stop playing in my face. Stop playing with my intelligence and stop playing with my shape. Gravity done played with my shape enough. You not about to play with my shape. But that's all right, y'all. I'm going on a diet starting tomorrow. So I might be a little cranky in the next videos because y'all know how it be when we stop eating. But anyway, Porsha, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That's all I have to say as far as the recap of the video. But now I'm going to have Mama Diane. Mama Diane, approach the bench. Approach the bench, Mama Diane. Because I want to know. What was you cleaning up to on Saturday morning? What were you picking up Porsha from riding around in a car? Cause see, baby, I know my baby and I are back together again. All of that. Y'all excuse the voice. I'm not a vocalist. You know what I'm saying? If you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. Like Porsha ain't cleaned up to none of them songs. Anita Baker, I apologize. All of these different stories. Like, what did she grow up listening to? Because baby, the lessons didn't lessen for her. Or were you like that? Just wanting the man to take care of y'all? Were you still bitter about Porsha daddy? Like, who was in her face? Who was in her corner? And furthermore, why she ain't go be with the real Williams side? Because she might have had some real common sense. Had she done that, Mama Diane, I need you. You looks good, girl. You looks good. I'm not going to take that away from you. You look good. But I need you to stop looking like a retired Stone off of X-Men, okay? And mother your daughter. Like, she need a switch. Like that old time, Miss Diane, you old enough, so I know you know them days where your grandma would say you go get that switch off the tree. And then she'd take that hand and go, get them leaves and because your mothering don't look like it was mothering. It looked like you left off some stuff. It looked like some pieces is missing. Because Porsha is stunted in her emotional growth. Straight up. While you eating them lemon pepper wings, honey, you need to lemon pepper her mouth. Because what in the entire? While she talking about who raised you on post on Dennis, she making you who raised her look like a damn fool and the raisin wasn't raising. That's what that gives. This show just didn't even make no sense, Porsha. This made no sense at all. Like, and you still have people who gonna follow you. So I'm not gonna say that your career gonna be gone down the drain. People still buying them Pampered by Porsha sheets. People still buying them. I don't know the thread count. I ain't even looking them up. I don't want no sheets from Porsha. Baby, they might be all made out of the Delilah spirit. I don't know. I don't want them. But now that go naked here, child, I thought about buying some, but I just refuse to spend any money on, oh, y'all, look at this. Lord have mercy. I just refuse to spend any money on supporting that foolishness. That's me. That's me. Y'all might want to buy the hair. The hair looks good. The hair looks good. But I just can't do it. I just can't do it. And then, oh, let me back up. Then Porsha, you're acting like your mother. That man was not sitting up here talking about his mom. And like he said, you keep bringing other people. I'm talking about me and you and our co-parenting relationship. See, you were trying to provoke Dennis so you can make Dennis look like the bad person. And apparently, I don't know who you made mad at Bravo, but they're not featuring you, Porsha. They're not featuring you. They're not here for you. They don't want to talk to you. It seems like they don't with you. With the way you got edited on your own show. Like, but then you son like it's bad editing. It's this. Now, granted, stuff get cut out. We all know that, but they can't edit what you didn't give. Everything that's edited and put together, you had to give it at some point or other. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when you said Dennis apologized for probably antagonizing you. And I believe if Dennis apologized for anything, we didn't get to see that. I believe Dennis probably apologized for bringing that work to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe even being upset with Dom. Because Dennis, you was trash for that. Because at the end of the day, that was Porsha people, not your piece of people. And I don't know why you thought Porsha people wasn't going to let her know that you had hired the girl that you was cheating on her with and blowing her back at your restaurant. Like, you shouldn't even thought they was going to keep that a secret from her. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand Porsha. I just don't understand. I done lost my whole train of thought because she done really just aggravated my nerves with this last scene. But that's what I was saying. So she was talking about the Dennis apologized to Mexico. So that's what I believe he may have apologized for. Him and Dom going back and forth, which, you know what I'm saying, caused her to carrying it out and call security or whatever. But he ain't throw no licks. He ain't from what we saw. He ain't throw no licks from what we saw. And what, to me, after what Aunt Liz said today, confirmed he ain't throw no licks and beat nobody up like they was trying to make it seem. So, yeah, I'm not going to. But then when the producers asked you, did you apologize? No. Girl, you should have apologized to Dennis. You should have apologized to production. And you probably should have apologized for Storm, because them pictures she showed, if them pictures is really the pictures from what happened in Mexico, look like you caught your cousin with them plates instead of Dennis with them plates. The audacity of you. The audacity of you. And then you going to put out that fake apology on last week, which you took down, okay? But you still was trying to give Dennis blame, and you're still trying to give Dennis blame now. And like Lauren said, you don't do the work. You don't do the work. So I'm done with talking about as far as this episode, but now I must bring up a few points from the series. In the beginning, Dennis said, I still love Porsha, and Porsha still love me. He also said that you wanted the ring back, Christmas of 2020, which we saw all y'all in the matching pajamas. You, him, PJ, your mom, and his mom. Okay, and you didn't get the ring back, so ultimately you chose to walk away. So with that being said, Porsha, Dennis said in the confessional that, you know, it wasn't that he didn't want to be with you. Y'all had some issues that he felt like y'all needed to work out prior to getting the ring back, which you still being so triggered, you still being deep down hurt, which can't nobody tell you when to get over being hurt. I'm not telling you don't be hurt. Mom, if that hurt you to your core, he cheated on you when you was pregnant, that hurt you to your core, you really loved him, you have every right to still be hurt. You forgive him when you're ready to. Like, that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the point in which you were going to still be with him, you should have let him go if you were still triggered. You know what I'm saying? But he said y'all still had stuff that y'all need to discuss. You know what I'm saying? Y'all still had issues y'all need to work on. But because he didn't give you the ring, okay, because he didn't give you the ring, you didn't want to work on the issues, i.e. now you with Simon. Which leads back to what Lauren said. You don't take accountability and you don't want to do the work. Had you wanted to do whatever the work was, would you have every right, because Dennis cheated on you publicly and you a public figure, and that was embarrassing, especially when Dennis around here looking like Jermaine Dupri firstborn. Okay, you had every right to feel that way, Mom. You had every right to feel that way. You had every right to feel like, I don't want to put in no work, I don't want to do it. But let's not act like we are here today and i.e. the only reason you with Simon is because Dennis cheated. No, the only reason you with Simon is because Dennis didn't give you that engagement ring back when you wanted it back. Period. That's it. Dennis did not give you that engagement ring back when you wanted that engagement ring back. I.e. now we here, now we with Simon, because I'm going to show you, you cheated on me, so therefore you should do things the way I want it to be done. And since you're not, I'm going to move on. But you really haven't moved on. Because I remember after the big old scandal with Simon came out, you was like, oh, watch the show, you'll see the timeline. Go, you'll see, it'll make sense. You and Simon still don't make sense. You and Simon still don't look like a valid couple. Like, girl, I have seen two mosquitoes outside with more chemistry than you and Simon. Hell, the paint on my wall and the air conditioning unit that's sitting on there have more chemistry than you and Simon. from what I've seen. So we still didn't see that. All we saw was the demise and the breakdown of you and Dennis. That's it. With a few extra spice and sprinkles in between. But this whole show was about you and Dennis. We and Dennis cheating. And Dennis' mama. We ain't got to see nothing about you and Simon. We didn't get to see nothing about your activism. And hell, co-parenting, we ain't even see y'all talk. Tonight was the first time. The whole series. Tonight was the first time that we saw y'all even talk about PJ and co-parenting. Stop it. The man done gave you a whole little limo bus. The light fell out. It was a regular limo bus. But the man done gave you a whole little limo bus for your birthday. But he mad about you and Simon. He ain't had to give you nothing for your birthday. Showed up for your birthday barbecue. He could have just dropped his daughter off and kept on going. Doing all of that to try to appease you. And advertise his business on this show. But to appease you ultimately. And every time he around, you want to just sit there and drag him. And then you want to put the complete demise. Not you, because you don't always drag him. But you know, you got your lagoonists that's going to sit up and somehow sit up at the table and say something to try to make him feel inferior. I.e. Stone with, I have never seen Porsha with so much chemistry than with Simon than I've ever seen with nobody else. Girl, where you seen that chemistry at? The cameras clearly didn't catch it. Y'all clearly didn't have nothing. Like, this was your whole show. Production ain't even find nothing you and Simon recorded interesting enough to show just you and Simon. We saw you and Simon alone for 5 seconds. Every time. Stuff like that. I.e., your grandma talking about my son was a playboy, you was a playboy, but it's all right. I mean, you know, I got grandma message, but that just... It wasn't it. It wasn't it. So, the girl, I don't know where you go from here. I don't know how you pick up from here. I know, please don't post no more pictures of Simon and them jailhouse tattoos y'all around there getting. We don't care. And I hope you got Dennis covered up on this ear. I think it's this ear. If you're going to have Simon on this ear. 1 and 1. All right, come on, girl. Rule book ready for class. You know what I'm saying? It's that kind of like, you got the devil on one side and the angel on the other side of the devil. I don't know. I'm not calling which one a devil, one an angel. I don't know. They both fugazi and full of shit to me. But that's all I have. I can't give Porsha no more. I can't give her mom no more. I can't give Aunt Darlene no more. They on my nerves. They done made my back hurt. They done gave me a headache. They done stressed me out. These seven episodes. 7 episodes. We had 7 episodes of pure foolery. From the activists. Child, miss me with that. Y'all have a good night. Remember, like, comment, subscribe.